Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my return subscribers, and if you're new here, thank you for watching this video, and please do consider subscribing. It's a strange day today. It's a strange one. I tried to start this video in my usual way where you hold your hand up and it counts down and you start. That didn't work for me today. Yeah, so it's been one of those kind of days where maybe you've had an expectation on something and it hasn't gone the way that you thought it would. So if that resonates with you, this is possibly your reading. So I'm going to use the tea cards for this today because they're always nice and harsh. They always get down to the nitty gritty, picking over the bones. So we're going to look into that. But before we do that, I'm actually going to pick some earth and bone because they get down into the core of rebirth and transformation. So we're always going through rebirths and transformations. We're constantly changing, aren't we? But sometimes in those transformations there is a transition point, and in that transition point there can be all sorts of loopholes and yeah, strange things that can go on. So we're going to talk about that today. We have uncover, so nostalgia, sentimentality and memories. This is what I'm talking about with expectations on things. You may be having thoughts of something in your life right now turning out the way that it did back in the day. You know, it's a bit like, you know, if you're really excited to watch a film that you watched when you were a kid and you're like, oh, I can't wait to watch it. I used to love this when I was a kid. And then you watch it as an adult and you are so disappointed. One, it seems to last about 5 minutes, whereas when you were a kid, it felt like it lasted 10 hours. And it just isn't the same. And it's sad in a way because it's like you can never recapture that time again. And for some of you, I feel like there's maybe a little bit of emotion over this today where you can't recapture what you once had. Things have shifted, things have changed. Things have changed. But you're coming to a realization and an acceptance of that. And actually what this is showing you is it's showing you that you're ready for something new, because these memories came from somewhere. These were experiences that you had. That's why you're nostalgic memories. So where you are right now, the things that you're doing, you're creating future nostalgic thoughts and memories. Okay? So just remember that. So be present. Be at this point where you're like, actually, you know, the things that I'm doing right now, I'm going to be having nostalgic thoughts about them in the future. And this is how life is, you know, things move on, things change, and we have to be adaptable sometimes in order to grow with that change and to allow that change. I'm going to pick some runes to go with this today. So hopefully you're still with me on this one. Yeah, this has really been illuminated to you. It's like a torch that's been lit that you can't unsee how you're feeling about things at this time. And I feel like there's a lot of accountability that comes with this. Like you've really seen the accountability and how you sort of impact things in your life at times. So Willow, you're planning some kind of intention here. You've got an intention for how you want things to be or what you want things to be. And with Perthrow there, it's like you're ready for a leap of faith. You're ready for this transition now, this transformation. You're actually not just ready for it, you're intending it. You've gone over the nostalgia, you've gone over the sentiment, you've gone over the memory, and you've had this realization. It's time for rebirth. It's time for transformation. It's time for me to take those thoughts, those feelings, that nostalgia, and honor it, you know, really treasure it. But also understand it's in the past. This isn't now, and it can never be that way again. But to know that there is doesn't mean that there's nothing for you in the future, because there is. But right now is where you're at, and that's what we're going to look into right now. I'm actually going to pick your astral house. So we're going to see what we have. We have about career. So some of you could be changing your career or thinking about changing your career. And happiness. So you feel that there is, so for some of you this could actually be about like maybe leaving a job behind or leaving people that are connected with that job behind. And there may be some feeling of like, oh, I don't know if I want to move on though. you ever had that? If you've left a job or something and you suddenly on your last day, you're like, I really like these people and I really like my desk and I really like this space and I really like this. It's funny how you kind of get those feelings as you're leaving something. So for some of you, this is the case. You're getting nostalgic and rose-tinted specks almost about a situation in your life because you know it's coming to an end, because you know it's time to let it go. It's time for something new. So suddenly it looks shiny and brand new. Oh, that's interesting. Fair man. Dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, grey or white hair. Now, this could be somebody in your life. I need to get more information on that. I was not expecting a person to come out straight away. Oh, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So for some of you, especially if male is if you're looking for a particular male in your life right now, there's this man coming through. For some of you, I don't feel it is actually a fair man. I think it's a white-haired man or like a grey-haired man. And they want to take something to another step with you. So for some of you, this could actually be a connection or relationship that you're already in, and they want to do something a little bit special. They want you to know how much they want you. It's interesting because this keeps coming through in other readings that I've done about career and relationship kind of combining. So it's almost like there's this energy of somebody wanting you to see them, but they also want to commit to you in a relationship level, but they also want to commit to you on the level of some kind of career, some kind of job. So perhaps you are both in the same work. Maybe you know this person through some work that you're doing. But you see, I feel like this person maybe could be holding on to some kind of sentiment, or it's kind of it has been holding them back, I feel, from coming towards you because they've been... Yes, that's so interesting. We've had ring and then broken ring. This is the weirdest reading I've done all week, if I'm honest. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. So this person, I feel, yes, this white or grey-haired person, they have had a breakup. And I don't feel it's a recent breakup. I feel like it's been a little while. But they keep reminiscing about this. And that's why they've taken so long to come through for you. Because they've been in this nostalgia. And I feel like you've been in this nostalgia as well. I feel like this is actually somebody that you've been with before. And then they've come back to you. But they've kind of took their time because they've had something else in the background that they've been holding on to. And it's not that they desired this person more than you. But it's more that there was sentiment there. There was attachment there. There was something that kept them going back. And that's not taking anything away from you. That is just that they felt that was an option for them that was better at the time. But this is showing up as broken ring now. So I feel like this person has definitely moved away. They've parted ways with this other option. And they are now wanting to commit to you. Look at you. So hopefully you know who this person is. You should do. If this reading's for you, you will know exactly who that person is. Something about their eyes. I feel like their eyes or their eye colour really sort of stands out to you. But there's something being uncovered here. There's something about this that's being uncovered. Guaranteed success. So if you're doubting this, if you're worried about this, or you're thinking about the past on this, don't. Think forward. Stars are interesting as well. Maybe you share times looking at stars with this person, or you talk about stars with this person. Yeah, I feel like I want to laugh with that. Like there's something about stars that's funny. Also pentacles, pentagrams. Maybe you both wear one of these, or somebody wears one of those. Let's see what else we have about this. Oh, 2 fell out. Let's have a look what we got. Oh, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So because this is coming through as career, I feel like this is more to do with the enterprise rather than the birth of a child. But for some of you, I do sense there is a pregnancy. There is some kind of energy around a baby being born. And I feel like for some of you, especially in the masculine energy, there's a desire for that. Like somebody actually wants that to be the case. But somebody feels a little bit like maybe, and I feel this is coming more from the feminine, of like somebody trying to get you to do something that you don't really want to do. Like trying to like basically, if you're the female here and pregnancy is not something that you want, then this possibly isn't the relationship that you want to be in, because it feels like that is where it will go. And for some of you, you actually feel a bit trapped in that. Like maybe you feel like you've fallen into situations where you perhaps could have prevented this from happening, but now it is. So for some of you, you don't know this yet, but you will be knowing it soon. Yeah. But for others of you, this is about this enterprise. So it's like a baby, as in, you know, something that you're doing together, some kind of enterprise. And for some of you, it's both. That's so interesting. We've got rabbit on the bottom, which is too much concern with sexual matters. So I do feel like this is a very sexual thinking relationship, definitely. There's a lot of sexual energy to do with it. So if you don't want to have children, then you need to do something about that. Okay, rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Now, I feel like this is somebody separate. I feel like this is somebody in the background that your person is not afraid of, but feels is like they constantly have some kind of battle with them or competition with them. I think this is what this broken ring is to do with. And I don't feel like this person has laid to rest yet. I feel like they are going to pop up now and then in your person's life. So let's have more information on why that is. Okay, I just had persevere. There's two that have fallen out here. We've got persevere and you will overcome problems, and camel. For some of you, there's a trip to Egypt that's coming up with this person. And I feel like on this trip, you're going to really understand a few things about this commitment and about what's happening here. And the more you go through this in the next few months, there is this tower of solid foundation. This is a bit like the Four of Wands in tarot, and success with effort. So there's a need for effort. There's Italy and Egypt coming up on here. There's a lot of travel. So maybe it feels like perhaps this, where's it gone? This career and the happiness has a lot to do with travel. Like one of you or both of you really likes to travel. And I see you kind of doing that together. This person's really, really wanting to take a risk here, take a chance. And it's like there is this thing in the background that they've parted ways of, but they are trying to detach from it. They are actually actively doing that. Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So I feel for you at times, you feel like you're a kind of a bit of a third party in a sense. It's almost like this person has different priorities. And you may not really realise that they're that interested at the moment, but it's coming. And you'll know who this is because of that sexual attraction. The travel thing is a thing, and the stars. Let's have a look. What else do we have for you? Yeah, someone working against you behind your back. So again, that broken ring, the rat and the rooster. Somebody doesn't like what's happening here. They feel pushed out, I feel, and like you're taking their place. But this person, they're cutting ties with that. They're taking their time, but they're having to do it slowly and carefully because these are very deep threads, okay? But they know, because they've been so disappointed in the past that they only really want to be around people now that don't disappoint them. And I feel like that's why they are reaching out to commit to you, because you don't disappoint. You always show up in that energy. You're who you're meant to be. You don't really let them down. And they're becoming really aware of that. You know, this is being highlighted to them. They're really seeing things for as they are, and they have made an intention. And that intention is to take a leap of faith here. So let's get into the tarot cards, shall we? So this situation, what are we talking about here? What does this viewer need to know? Yeah, man, definitely. The wheel, change. Somebody's up leveling here, whether that's you, them, or both of you. But the wheel is turning in your favour. And I feel like this could have been maybe over the past year that things have been changing, developing, both of you up leveling within yourself on your soul journey. Something about yoga as well. I feel like maybe one of you or both of you practice yoga, and that's actually been an influence in helping you through what you've been going through recently. And then just keep hearing like a roll of the dice, like fuck it, you know, someone's like, let's just have a roll of the dice, let's just see what happens here. And they're feeling very certain about this. There's a real security around you and being in your energy. There's a lot of stability with this as well. Feels like the perfect relationship. Let's have a look. But there is this, oh yeah, okay, so the Emperor's coming out again, and Judgment. Somebody feels like they do have their doubts. They have their doubts in themselves. They've had this realization. They're seeing this, and they're thinking this. They're feeling this. They want this. But there is this energy of whether they can show up and be what you need them to be. There is this sort of not worry, but a concern of like, can they really give you what you need? Can they be the person that you need them to be? So let's get some more on that, because they do drop into this dark space every now and then. This place of like, they don't really know what they want, and they don't always see what's right in front of them. Okay, they are right now. They're seeing it right now. And towards now and next week, which is when we've got the full moon, things are going to be really illuminated to them, really highlighted to them. Okay, so let's see. Number 4 could be significant to you as well. That could be a house number, or that could be a number that you keep seeing as well. So let's see, what advice do we have for you? There's been a lot about them lately. What's for you? For you, you need to get your priorities right. So you may be putting a lot of time, attention and energy into this connection, into this person. You possibly put things on hold just in case. So you're being asked not to do that. You're being asked to get your priorities right. And yes, be flexible, but to a certain point, you know. Don't put off and put on hold things that you need to do for you in order for this. We have the 4 of Wands. So there is this stability. Where's the Tower gone? I saw that somewhere. There it is. You're building a solid foundation with this person, but it's very important that you are authentic to yourself, that you are who you need to be, and that you don't drop the ball with things that are important in your life. Because even though this connection, this person is important to you, and this is something that you've been wishing for, I feel, this is something that you've wanted. And I do feel like it is somebody that you've actually perhaps had a kind of relationship with before, and it's just a bit of unfinished business going there. This person makes you feel very protected. This person makes you feel seen and heard, and you just like their energy. You like being in their energy. So it does feel like there is a future of marriage. Oh, this is the 4 as well. So we've got a lot of 4s coming out. That's interesting. I feel like April could be a significant month for you. This could be to do with engagement or marriage. But I do feel like things are going to happen very fast for you, especially over the next 4 months. There's big changes coming. For some of you, this is a lot sooner than that. It's almost like this person's really realising, and they're not stopping to think about it anymore. They don't need to think about it anymore. They've thought it to death. Because they want triumph. They see you shining, and I got this feeling that this person feels that, well, if I don't step in, somebody else is going to take my place. and they know your worth. They know that you are a shining star. They know that you've got it all, basically, and they know that you are an asset to anybody that wants to be in a relationship with you, that wants to be with you. They know this now, and they actually would like to take that for themselves, because I feel that they know they're going to be very disappointed with themselves and regretful if they don't take this chance. And this opportunity, it's coming, it's arising. The 15th, 16th of the month is definitely significant for you. So that is around the full moon. I think full moon's on the 15th. So you're in that energy of the full moon where everything is illuminated, you know. There's definitely this energy, like somebody really does desire you in a kind of way. But they also feel that when they're around you, they feel sexier. They feel better in themselves, okay? They know what they want. But I feel like they're also very aware of sexual matters and things within themselves, of how they feel. They're very muddled in whether they do want commitment. They want this kind of long-term thing with you, but at the same time, they also want to be seen. They like the attention. They like to be seen as sexy. Don't we all? But what can we say is the outcome on that? What is the outcome on this? 10 of Wands. So whatever this is, I feel like it does feel like a bit of a burden to them. It's almost like they kind of separating from this energy of like needing attention or needing to be seen by the people. They just really love being around your energy, and they want something more deep and solid and committed. And with this energy here, it's showing that they're ready to unpack doubts. They are ready to unpack burden and the things that are holding them back from being fully present in this with you. They're sick of being at a crossroads. They're sick of blocking the shit out of this now, and they are ready to fully come forward. Ooh, we have the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles on there. So like I say, this has been a riding theme in a lot of readings lately about a career and a relationship kind of combining. So it's like you're doing it together. And there's definitely, I just saw the world behind the King of Pentacles there. There's something about travel with this. So perhaps you are going to be traveling around together doing whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, major changes, transformation. And the transformation is there because I feel like you've both reflected. And as you've both reflected, you've actually brought this information, what you've learned with each other, forward. There's still a little bit of unclearness though. There's something not quite clear. So I don't know whether somebody, maybe you need to say like, what exactly is this? I need to know. I need a label for it. I need to have some kind of clarity on it. Or maybe they need some kind of clarity from you. So it could be a bit of both. Okay, what is the outcome on here? Let's have a look. What is your outcome? The Empress is your outcome. Now, like I said before, I hate to say it if this isn't what you want, but there is going to be a baby. I feel like somebody is either already pregnant or is about to be pregnant within the next 3 months within this connection. So if you're not interested in that, you need to get out of it now. But this is something very special, and it's part of this, the happiness and career and the foundation. Because I'm looking at the King of Pentacles here as well. So it's like this is actually bringing stability and security in someone's life here. It's actually making them feel, right, I can put my roots down now. I feel I know exactly where I'm going. I'm clear on this path. So it's almost like this baby is holding that together. And someone's realising their purpose here. They're realising their drive. And I keep hearing like, and baby, it's you. And I don't know why I keep hearing that. The Ten of Pentacles again. Okay, one last outcome on here. I'd love to know whose reading this is. It's beautiful. Commitment, long-term investment. Somebody I feel they didn't really hold much hope for this previously in the past. Maybe you didn't. But now feelings have been uncovered and the feelings are still there. This is not nostalgia anymore. This is somebody realising the changes that have happened, the changes that have occurred, this transformation and this transition is actually growing more. It's creating more. It's bringing solidarity, foundations, strong foundations. Like I say, the number 4 and number 1010 could be significant. And with the Seven of Pentacles here, this is like somebody kind of really realising what they have and wanting to invest in it long term. So, if that resonates with you and you would like a personalised reading, then my details are down in the description box. So please do get in touch for a personalised reading. And if you want just a couple of questions answered, I do offer 2 question readings for £10. So just drop me an email with your questions, use the link on PayPal to pay, and I will get that to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day.